All right, morning show with Anthony on this Friday. Now, we have the Decemberists slated to go here. We're on the line with them, but they're not done with their previous interview. We're waiting. So this is what happens when you're on one of these radio tours. You literally go from station to station to station, and this is the only way we can get them because they just put out their new record, and I wanted the opportunity to chat with them because I'm a fan of the new record, first and foremost, and I'm a fan of the Decemberists. It's Chris Funk and it's John Moen. Can we hear, if I pop this up, will I hear? Are they trying to get them off the other interview? Let's hear that. Yeah. All right, bring this up. Let's put this on the air. Who cares? All right, let's see if we can hear this.
Hey, guys, I have to cut you off. We have another interview here scheduled.
Okay, well, thank you so much for your time. I really do appreciate your time.
Oh, man, thanks for talking with us.
Thanks for having us.
And we'll see you in December.
Sounds great.
Or not December. We'll see you in May. We'll see Decemberists in May. You have a great day.
You got me. I don't know where I'm going.
Drop the
Hey, good luck with your mom.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Nice NPR voice. She had a great voice. That sounds cool. Yeah.
Guys, are you there?
Hi, Anthony. Yeah.
I'm just laughing because I did hear a smidge of your previous interview. I'm not going to reveal who that was. I don't know who that was, but the NPR voice.
Yeah. I would request Anthony turned up in my left ear a pinch, please. Yeah. I like to rock, even in my interviews. Thank you.
All right, Chris and John are here with us from the Decemberists' 8th studio album, I'll Be Your Girl. Welcome to the program, guys. How does it feel having the album? It's out now. It's done. Is it excitement, relief? Do you guys still get nervous all these years in? What are you guys feeling right now?
I feel very comfortable in my chair. No, I think it's really exciting. I don't think we're nervous. I don't think anybody's nervous in the band. I think it's more excitement. By the time an album comes out, even though we turned this one around pretty quickly, by the time it comes out, it's such a different climate for releasing an album since the old days where you sort of were protected, and now you're sort of like pumping out singles and revealing so much in social media that it almost feels like, well, it's already been out for a while, right? Yeah, a little bit of that. But it's exciting. There's some, songs people haven't heard on the record that I think they're going to love. So, and the feedback on social media so far has been really positive.
Okay, so you guys are reading social media too. You're checking it out. Are you worried about?
It might come as a shock that we are on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook. Yes, we are. We are reading social media. Newsflash: I'm actually not. Men in 40s that rock read social media, except the drummer. John is not on social media. Actually, this is hilarious, which I admire greatly. Oh man, I'm gonna get with it, guys. This is my year.
This is the year John joins Twitter. I know it. I know this.
I'm gonna get on it. I don't know what the world has to say. I need more information. Let's do it.
All right, John and Chris are with us here from the Decemberists on the morning show with Anthony. So here's my thing, because I'm a hardcore Decemberists fan. I go back to you guys at the beginning. This is definitely a bit of a change on this record. I'm wondering if you guys
are you mad at us? You're mad at us, aren't you?
No, I'm one of the ones who's not mad. I love experimentation. Okay, I love new stuff. By the way, I do like the new record. Once in My Life, Cutting Stone, Everything Is Awful. Those are my favorites right off the bat.
Yeah, cool.
They're really, really good. So are you worried like that the hardcore people are with you from the beginning are going to be like, this isn't folk enough?
No. I mean, there was a time, somehow we got labeled a folk band when people started talking about folk music. Like, truth be told, folk lovers were actually an indie rock band, quote unquote. I still call us an indie rock band because that's where we came up. We came up, in the early aughts in Oregon around, on a label called Kill Rock Stars, and I still feel like we're that band, which gives us a lot of flexibility to do a lot of things. So I still feel like we're a rock band. So, and to me, that genre is very broad, and indie rock's very, very broad. and it allows us to do kind of whatever we so choose.
Yeah, I would say you guys are an indie rock band because, like, like Down by the Water, for instance, that's not a folk song whatsoever. That's a rock song,
Yeah.
So I'm with you guys on that.
Cool.
I'm glad we're in agreement.
Thanks, Anthony.
All right, my work is done here. We're in agreement, and
I'm going to tag you on Instagram and say thank you, bro.
I'm wondering, here's the thing. This is a good musician question for you. Okay. Is it me, because there's a lot of synths on this album, is it me, or as a musical world, did we not get better at using synthesizers in 2018 than we were in 1984?
Well, Chris is a musician. I'm a drummer, so I'll have him answer this question.
John's actually a singer-songwriter as well.
Oh, shush.
We won't get into that folk business. I think it is easier, but actually we elected to use most synths that are not easier. So we're not using MIDI. We couldn't figure out how to lock it to Pro Tools.
I think what Anthony's saying is, have we gotten more tasteful with our use?
Oh, I see. I was going tech. I was going deep clinic. Have we gotten more tasteful?
Am I reading you right, Anthony?
Yeah. Yes, you are. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I don't know.
I mean,
are they tasteful?
Tasteful's in the eye of the beholder.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. That's a good question.
It's hard to say. Have we? You mean the Decemberists or the Royal World of synthusers.com?
Yeah. Royal World, but more so you guys, because you guys use it to perfect. You use it to set a mood. It's very background, and it's really done. It's done very well. That's what I noticed on the record.
I think we're taking our cues from bands that did it well. It was funny. I was listening to New Order last night, and I listened to New Order in high school, which I think we're referencing quite a bit. And I don't think I realized when I was listening to that, like, how much synth was happening. Like, it's all, drum machines and synths and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so strange to listen to that. I don't know what my point is of that, but they use synths, like, really unabashedly.
I think, there's just the atmospheres you can achieve with them that are rare. We've been big fans of Wendy Carlos and Switched On and weird pockets of music as soundtrack. And when you have a songwriter like Colin who can paint such a picture, I think it's just kind of a natural to go to that place. There's an implied drama in some of the burblings and bubblings, that you don't just get with a guitar. And it's just, I think we were right at a point where it was silly not to try and tap that a bit more,
Yeah. Well, you referenced Colin too in the change of direction. Is this something that you guys all sat down and talk about? Like, we're gonna go new producer, new studio, or did it just kind of happen? Did you just kind of show up and like, oh, wait a second, we just organically chose this direction?
No, I think we were all feeling that need after the last record to see if there was another gear we could shift into a little bit. And it's not drastically different, but songwriting wise, certainly very much Colin songs. I don't think he tried to write toward a synth album or anything like that, but I think we just wanted to paint with a broader brush, if I'm allowed that cliche. Yeah.
It's allowed. I'll allow it. Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
You're the best.
I'll Be Your Girl in studios now. You guys are going to play near our neighborhood, Celebrate Brooklyn, on June 3rd. BoweryPresents.com for tickets on that. I would be remiss if I didn't ask you about this, guys, because I was such a huge fan of it. But the Benjamin Franklin song, damn it, that was good. Can you talk to me a little bit about putting that together?
On the set list, yeah.
Is it? Are you guys playing it around? Are you?
That's our intention, to cuss a lot at everyone that we meet.
I have to ask you, how did that song come about? How did it come about working with Lin-Manuel Miranda?
Lin said in an article that we're one of his favorite bands. So he had these songs laying around kind of from I don't want to say they're leftovers from Hamilton, but they're leftovers from Hamilton, songs that didn't get used. And Benjamin Franklin didn't fit into the storyline, as I understand it. So they're great songs, or he had lyrics, and he approached Colin about collaborating on it, and then we all hopped in the studio and knocked it out. So I think Lin is such a brilliant writer, and the world he's created parallels some of our songwriters' world as well in so many ways. A very vibrant imagination. So yeah, it was great. It was an amazing experience.
When you see his lyrics, do you look at that and then look at Colin and go, why don't you pick it up a little bit, buddy? Let's get a little, let's step it up a notch. Let's take it up to Lin-Manuel Miranda level.
I think we're there, man. You just watch. You just wait. We're being told we got to cut it off.
All right.
Cut off.
Yes,
cut
we
off
do.
The interview, that is.
I appreciate it. You guys were awesome. A lot of fun.
Thanks for having us today.
Yeah, thanks, guys. And good luck with the album, and we'll see you when you come to Brooklyn.
Cheers. Thanks, man.
All right, later. All right, there they go. Chris Funk and John Moen from the Decemberists. Not a lot of time to chat with them, but we got a couple of laughs in, actually, which was good. I did a little fist pump in the studio because they said that's a good question. I told you my new objective during interviews is to either make the artist laugh or get them to admit that I've given them a good question that has stumped them. And you could tell they're on a little bit of a radio tour interview because they were just talking to some NPR person prior using the NPR voice. That is, of course, so authentic because everybody speaks like this in the real world. So it was good to it was refreshing to have like a good little fun interview with the Decemberists. New album is out. I'll Be Your Girl. Links and info up at wehm.com. Celebrate Brooklyn, Prospect Park, June 3rd, BoweryPresents.com to get tickets to see the Decemberists.